good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. How's the day going so far? Have you been outside yet? It feels amazing. Just walked my kid to the bus stop here with a nice little toasty, warm cup of coffee here this morning, and it feels amazing. Actually, kind of on the chilly side. And this morning is not even going to be the coldest morning that we have this week. That could come through on Wednesday morning, where we could see some near record low temperatures. Good morning, Julie, Krista, Eva, Chris. We got Lance joining us this morning, Linda, and Aaron. Good morning. Happy Monday. How's the weekend? Did you enjoy it? Did you get some good solid downpours? We saw some pretty good rain showers yesterday. I want to take you back outside and show you a live view from downtown Clinton and Anderson County, and a beautiful start to the day. Got a few high clouds off in the distance, and that's about the extent of it here this morning so far. But some high clouds will start to drift their way back into the area throughout the day today. All right, so yesterday we made it to 84 degrees. What was I forecasting? I was forecasting 85 degrees. That is below average. The average high now is 87 degrees. So that changed on the 23rd. And so now our average high is not 88, it's 87. And we continue that downhill spiral, if you will, towards the fall months. Our average high temperatures now start to crank or start to fall pretty quickly all the way through the fall season. Picked up 78 hundredths of an inch of rain in Crossville, over half an inch of rain in Tri-Cities yesterday. So we saw some decent amount of rain there. Here's a big pattern. We got a trough ridge pattern taking shape across the country. We're looking at the mid-level heights. So those white lines are mid-level heights, 500 millibar heights anyways. And so we've got, it just shows us the trough ridge pattern. So ridge out across the desert Southwest, a trough hanging out with us. And this trough is what's being responsible anyways for bringing us the cooler, drier weather. And that's going to leave us with abundant sunshine. Now, notice the clouds on the far left-hand side of the screen. Those are some high clouds that will drift on in as we get closer to sundown tonight. So we had an amazing sunrise. If you happen to capture that, post it through Witcher's Pictures on the East Tennessee Weather app. And I'll try to share that this morning. I just looked, and I don't have any new photos since yesterday, although yesterday turned out to be a gorgeous day. I grabbed a nice little video here this morning and post that on my stories on social media. So you can check that out of the gorgeous sunrise taking shape. But again, some high clouds moving off to our east. That's leaving us with abundant sunshine, and temperatures are comfortable, my friends. Oh my goodness, it feels so great outside. We're in the 50s and a few pockets of 60s. So enjoy that. And you can see the drier air that's set up across the Cumberland Plateau in the Tennessee-Kentucky border, where temps are down into the low to mid-50s, even chillier weather there. And so that's why I said by the middle part of the week, Wednesday is likely to bring us the coolest weather. So 40s and 50s are going to be forecast low temperatures. And we're running anywhere from nearly 10 to almost 15 degrees colder this morning than what we were yesterday morning. All right, so just a few high-thin clouds late in the day, plenty of sunshine, perfect lunch hour to grab a coworker or your spouse or a friend and go have some patio lunch time. This is the kind of weather that you want to be outside during your lunch hour. You know what I'm talking about? It's going to last all week long. And then by the weekend, we'll start to see a little bit of an increase in that humidity, and therefore we'll start to see a little bit more rain setting up shop and heading our way. By the way, good morning to everybody joining me on Instagram this morning. We are back live on Instagram. We'll try to do that every single day. So if you're new to Instagram, well, new to the live updates on Instagram, thanks for joining. All right, we're going to take a quick break and get a check from our local sponsor this morning. It's Brogan Financial.
I'm Jim Brogan. I was born here. I've been here all my life. I have 2 degrees from the University of Tennessee. So we do wealth management and retirement planning. So what does that really mean? Anything in your life that could impact your finances, whether it's investing money, whether it's how to structure income, if we can optimize our taxes, so we serve people. And that's part of our mission statement. We serve people.
And yes, he does. Now let's take you back outside and show you a time lapse from yesterday. We had the overcast gray skies first thing in the morning, but wait till you see this. We all experienced it, right? It was gorgeous. Then we had some high clouds and some low-level clouds that were kind of sticking around, and then here comes this drier air setting up shop and rolling its way on in, and that drier air is what's going to make it just feel absolutely amazing throughout the day today. Gave us a nice sunset last night, and it was a nice evening to take a nice little walk around the neighborhood. And out there this morning, a live look in Hardin Valley, crystal clear skies to get the day started. That's so nice. I love it when the weather's like this. Hopefully you like fall, although somebody on social was like, all right, I'm already counting down the days till spring. Like, wait a second here. Fall is like such a great time of the year. It feels good. It's comfortable. You can open up the windows. You're not too hot. You're not too cold. It's like you're just right. And we'll talk about it as we continue to progress through the fall months. But I mean, sunny and 65 is literally the perfect day. I've gone back and forth with Abby Ham for years on this. She was like, oh no, sunny and 75 is great. It is if you're in the shade, but if you're in the direct sunlight, it feels more like 80, 81, 85. So it's a lot hotter. But sunny and 65 makes it feel more like 70, 75 in the direct sunlight, which, therefore, I believe, in my personal opinion, makes it feel a lot more comfortable. All right, Futurecast, smooth sailing from now through lunchtime. After the lunch hour, maybe just a few fair weather cumulus clouds drifting, little cotton balls in the sky. But from 3 till sundown, some high clouds will start to drift on in, and that's what's going to give us a nice sunset later on tonight. All right, forecast high temperatures are going to be trending below average. We're in the mid to upper 70s to pockets of low 80s, and that is going to make for a nice evening. Too bad we couldn't have this evening on Friday because I know we had some football games canceled for high school football. Bummer on that one. But tonight's going to be perfect. And for any of the kids that have any outdoor sports practices here this week, perfect weather. If you're a runner, you're a jogger, a walker, you want to walk around the neighborhood, beautiful, perfect weather on the way. And that's going to make for a nice little evening walk around the neighborhood as well. So 77 for the evening rush hour. That's nice. 72 by 8 o'clock tonight. So great grilling backyard weather ahead of us tonight. And then by 10 o'clock, if you're still out and about, 68 degrees. Now, this lower humidity sticks with us all the way through the week, but you can see how it gradually climbs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Dew points will get back into the 60s. That's what will eventually lead to a few more showers and storms. So as we look at your 7-day forecast, a solid dry weather stretch on the way with plenty of sunshine. Now, I did take a couple notes and a couple caveats to the forecast here. Let's see. So today we're going to have some high clouds drifting in by the end of the day. On Wednesday, it could be the coldest sunrise, the coldest morning since August of 2024. Even if we're 3 degrees around the record low temperature, which, by the way, is, I have to get it again, it's set back in the 1800s. I think it's like 50 degrees, so like in the 1800s. So that is our record low for Wednesday for Knoxville. So we may be tying or breaking some record low temperatures come Wednesday morning, and then those low temperatures come back up. And when you look at the lows across the board, you'll see how they really take a little bit of a nosedive. So I don't necessarily know, based on the latest forecast guidance, if we'll be in the low to mid 50s on Wednesday. So it's going to become close. And actually, this cooler weather pattern is going to stick with us here for quite some time. And it may stick with us all the way through the first week of September. So if you're a big fan of this weather, you're just in luck because this forecast is for you. And when you look at your rainfall forecast over the next 7 days, really not looking at much in the way of rain. Little wave will start to slide its way on Sunday, Saturday, Sunday time frame. Likely to clip at least the south of Interstate 40. Most of the rain's going to be back off to our west. And a quick check of the tropics. We've got tropical storm Fernan. I think I looked up the phonetics on how to say this because I thought it was Fernando or Ferdinand. I thought it was Ferdinand. It's not Ferdinand or Ferdinand. It's Fernan. Fernan. Fairnahn. Fernan. I don't know where they get these names. National Hurricane Center. Winds at 50 miles per hour. It's going to stay a fish storm. And so we are making our way through the list of the Atlantic hurricane names. We've got Aaron, of course, is a thing of the past, and Fernan is with us. Then we got Gabrielle, which is next, which maybe could happen. But we've got that's not an 80 to 90% chance. I take that back. That's get rid of that off the screen. I got about a 30% chance. I think it was. I was looking it up here just a second ago. And I guess I didn't update it through the computer system. But on that system right there, we've got 10% chance for becoming our next name storm. So we're likely not going to be much. And I've already been reaching out to some of you on social media already this morning. Some of you, I already had somebody asking, well, listen, we're taking a trip to our annual trip to South Carolina, I think it was, maybe North Carolina anyways. And they're like, what's this next little invest that the National Hurricane's looking at? Is it going to bring us anything? Nah. Some of the models were indicating something, and they'll flop back and forth, but so far so good. No major issues when it comes to that. Good morning, Nathan. How are you? How's it feeling in Quarantine this morning? Feels pretty good outside, but the animals are loving it. Probably a little bit easier for you to get out and feed the animals, isn't it? Finally, you can walk again. Yes. And you're not due to injuries, right, Nana? But due to the fact that it's going to be so nice and comfortable outside. What did I say? Did I say something else? Whoops. Well, you know what I meant. 2025. Whoops. Well, whatever. All right, Felicia's getting ready for Saturday and Sunday at the Monroe County Airport for Monroe Life Balloon Festival from 4 to 10 each day, which leads us right into our national holidays for the day today. So let's get to work with that. We'll take him outside one more time here this morning. Oh, got a cool view in downtown Gatlinburg. How about this one? Ooh, that's cool. Some low clouds hanging out with us. A few clouds kind of still banked up against the mountain counties. Those will clear on out. We'll see abundant sunshine as that little wave, upper level wave, continues to slide its way over into North Carolina. So good news there. All right, your national holidays. We're celebrating birthdays and events today. Let me know if it's your birthday or a friend's birthday or spouse or daughter, son. Big shout out to any birthday goers here today and any events that are going on here in your community. Let us know. Remember, the Big Kahuna Wing Festival is coming up on Sunday, August 31st, 2025. Go grab your tickets today. It's to go to bighunawingfestival.com. Grab your tickets. Join the 8 to 10,000 people going down there. If you like people, you like entertainment, you like music and fireworks and chicken wings, this is the festival for you. Remember, I'm the lead meteorologist for the event itself, so I'll be keeping everybody up to date on all things weather. Unfortunately, I can't go because, well, I've got to attend a good friend's wedding. All right, here we go. National Park Service Founders Day. What would we do? What would we not do without the National Park Founders, right? Always bringing us these beautiful national parks across the beautiful country we live in. It's National Banana Split Day. Enough said there. Who likes a banana split? Anybody? I mean, I don't do chocolate, so I'm not going to be a big banana split kind of guy. But if you take off the chocolate and add everything else, count me in. It's National Secondhand Wardrobe Day. Over the years, believe it or not, I've gotten a lot of my ties from secondhand stores. My wife and I do like secondhand store shopping. One person's trash is another person's treasure. And it's National Kiss and Makeup Day. Do you need to kiss and make up with somebody? Are you having a squabble, a fight, an argument? Do you need to kiss and make up? Well, today's the day to do it. So whatever is in your life or going on in your life, make sure you call your friend, your spouse, your coworker, your kids, whatever it may be, and say, hey, listen. And sometimes it takes a bigger person to make the first move. We know this, right? Call them up and say, maybe go grab lunch. Better yet, go grab lunch. Since it's going to be so nice for lunch hour, say, we need to meet up. Why? What's going on? Well, we need to kiss and make up. Probably a good idea to do that. I'm a middle child. I'm a Gemini. I'm May. I don't like fights. I don't like arguments. I'm the first person to apologize to anybody. Because it just is not, sometimes just apologize. Move on with life. Just brush it off. I don't hold grudges. Never hold a grudge. Life's too short for that. And it's National Whiskey Sour Day. That's the drink I was thinking about. I think the other day I was talking to somebody about how they take egg whites and the foam on top of a whiskey sour, and they put it on something else the other day. They were saying, somebody was telling me about a drink. And you whip up some egg whites and you put it on top of the whiskey sour. Doesn't that sound gross? But apparently it's really good. All right, those are your national holidays. But now it's time to talk about some other things. How about some holidays, not national holidays? We're going to talk about some history facts, weather, and just U.S. or just history facts in general. But before we do so, we'll take it back outside. Live look at Fox Road Marina in West Knoxville. Got some new cameras coming to the market here. Hopefully they get updated here this week so I can debut those for you. All right, so on this date, August 25th, 2025 in U.S. history, or in history anyways, Katrina, by the way. Katrina, let's go back to 2005. Hurricane Katrina becomes a hurricane just before landfall in South Florida. This is before it made landfall in, of course, Louisiana. But in South Florida on this date, Hurricane Katrina made landfall. Between Holland Beach and North Miami Beach, maximum sustained winds at this time during landfall were 80 miles per hour. There were 11 fatalities in South Florida, including 4 by fallen trees. Terrible. More than 1.3 million customers lost electric services and power, and preliminary injured lost estimates ranged from about 600 million to 2 billion in the state of Florida. And then it went on to move towards into the Gulf of Mexico, cranked up to a Category 5 hurricane, and made landfall in Louisiana, I believe, is a Category 3 hurricane. How about this one? In 1885, a severe hurricane struck South Carolina. Didn't have names to them by then at that point, causing $1.3 million of damage at Charleston. And this one's crazy. In 1814, in the early afternoon, a strong tornado struck northwest Washington, D.C. and downtown. The severe tornadic storm arrived the day after the British troops had set fire to the Capitol, the White House, and other public buildings. The storm's rains would douse those flames. The tornado did major structural damage to the residential section of the city. Flying debris killed more British soldiers than by guns. How about this fact? The tornado's flying debris killed more British soldiers than the guns of the American resistance. That's crazy. All right. There's your national weather history. Now let's talk about some national history in general. Let's see. In 1946, for you PGA lovers out there, did you know Ben Hogan won the PGA in Portland, Oregon? It was his first major golf title. In 1944, Paris, France was liberated by Allied forces, ending the 4 years of German occupation. In 1916, the National Park Service was established, which we just talked about that, as part of the U.S. Department of the Interior. In 1825, Uruguay declared independence from Brazil. And in 1718, hundreds of colonists from France arrived in Louisiana. Some settled in present-day New Orleans. And those are your national history facts, weather, and so much more. Let's see if we've got any Witcher's pictures to share with you this morning. If not, we'll let you go about your day, and I hope you have a great day. We've got a great one. All right. I'm assuming this is from Joey Exum. Another great first light sunrise taking shape here this morning. Joey does an amazing job. It is from Joey. Sunrise over Fort Loudon Lake this morning. And Lisa Gibson also posted a view from Seymour and her backyard. Hey, Lisa, do me a favor. Take these sideways. Then they won't do that. But gorgeous. I mean, that absolutely gorgeous sunrise. That's the video I took and posted on social media this morning. So hopefully you had a chance to grab that beautiful sunrise and enjoy it. All right, we're going to wrap things up. It is just 10 minutes now until 8 o'clock. It's Monday morning, August 25th. Thanks for joining me for Wake Up with Witcher. If you're joining on the East Tennessee Weather app, I'll be sending, and you joined in late, I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel, and you'll get your forecast from yours truly right away. Remember, all East Tennessee weather platforms are updated before we do this live update between 5 and 7 o'clock in the morning. So keep that in mind. Always check in on social media. Watch what you share, like on social media, especially if it looks extreme. They're just looking for clicks and views so they can make money. These armchair meteorologists got to combat them every single day. So we'll keep you posted. In the meantime, don't forget about me this week. We're heading into a very calm weather pattern. September, October, and then we've got Thanksgiving and Christmas right around the corner. Not too far away. Don't forget to go like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Remember East Tennessee Weather app. Well, you can download it by scanning that QR code, or just go to your app store and search East Tennessee Weather. I'm also on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and like I said, on YouTube. I do run a 24-hour weather channel every single day just for us here in East Tennessee, and the app travels anywhere in the world that you want weather. All right, my friends, I sure hope you have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. See you back here tomorrow.